Okay, so imagine this. 1 minute, you're sipping coffee in your multi-million-dollar mansion overlooking the stunning Malibu coastline. The next, flames are licking at your doorstep and you're being forced to flee with just the clothes on your back. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Spotlight Celebrity, where we dive deep into the glitzy, chaotic, and sometimes downright heartbreaking world of Hollywood. And today's story, it's got everything million-dollar losses, tearful goodbyes, and even some surprising acts of heroism. We're unpacking how the devastating Los Angeles wildfires turned some of Hollywood's most iconic neighborhoods into ash and rubble. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at celebrity homes the same way again. Wildfires are nothing new in California, but these ones, they hit differently. Spreading faster than anyone could have imagined, they didn't just destroy property, they wiped out memories, history, and yes, some of the most luxurious homes you've ever seen. Let's start with Leighton Meester and Adam Brody. You probably know them as the ultimate Hollywood power couple. Their $6.5 million mansion in Malibu was the definition of dreamy, sprawling gardens, stunning ocean views, and the kind of privacy celebrities crave. But when the wildfires swept through, it was all gone, just like that. And honestly, their reaction was heart-wrenching. Leighton shared, "We built so many memories in that home. It's where we brought our daughter home for the first time." Can you even imagine? It wasn't just a house, it was their sanctuary. Paris Hilton, the original socialite and heiress, found herself in the midst of this destruction when the fires began to spread through her neighborhood in the Malibu Hills. Her $30 million estate, which she had painstakingly designed, stood in jeopardy. Fortunately, Paris managed to evacuate her family safely, but she remained deeply concerned for her neighbors. In an emotional Instagram post, Paris shared, "I'm so grateful that my family is safe, but my heart aches for the lives that have been destroyed by this fire." Paris turned her grief into action, using her platform to raise funds and encourage others to help in any way they could. Despite her own personal losses, she remained focused on supporting the community and helping those in need during one of the most trying times of their lives. Jennifer Love Hewitt's story might be the most relatable for anyone with kids. Her home, worth an estimated $4 million, was a cozy family haven, the kind of place where you'd picture backyard barbecues and bedtime stories. When the fire reached her street, Jennifer posted, "I have no words, only prayers." She was more worried about her children's safety than anything else. That's the stuff of nightmares. Even Olympians aren't immune to tragedy. Tara Lipinski's $5 million house barely survived, but her neighborhood didn't. She posted, "The last 24 hours have been horrific. But here's the thing about Tara, she's resilient." She expressed gratitude for the firefighters and her loved ones, saying, "Even in this destruction, there's so much to be grateful for." If that doesn't scream strength, I don't know what does. Maria Shriver didn't hold back when describing the devastation. Her $8 million home survived, but the rest of her neighborhood, not so lucky. She shared, "Everything is gone, our restaurants, our friends' homes, all of it." It's hard to imagine what that kind of loss feels like, isn't it? But Maria's focus wasn't on her own safety. It was on helping others. She's a class act through and through. Brad Paisley and his wife, Kimberly, no longer lived in the house that burned, but that didn't make its loss any easier. "It was the first house Kim and I bought together," Brad wrote. "So many memories tied to that place." It's a reminder that a house isn't just four walls. It's a vessel for your life's most important moments. All right, let's shift gears a little and talk about Travis Barker's kids, Alabama and Landon Barker. These two may be young, but they're no strangers to the spotlight or to sharing their lives on social media. When the fires reached their Pacific Palisades neighborhood, the siblings had to evacuate in a hurry. Landon shared a somber selfie writing, praying for everyone affected, while Alabama urged her followers to stay safe. Now, here's the thing. Travis Barker himself has always been vocal about how much his family means to him. So you can only imagine how stressful it must have been for him, knowing his kids were in the middle of such chaos. Their home, valued at an estimated $5 million, is one of those classic Californian properties with sprawling views of the ocean. And thankfully, the family made it out unharmed, but the emotional toll, that's another story entirely. Celebrity chef Duff Goldman, the man behind some of the most extravagant cakes in Hollywood, also had to flee with his family. His home, worth approximately $3.5 million, is located in the fire-prone areas of Los Angeles, and when the flames came too close for comfort, the Goldmans didn't waste a second evacuating. Duff later shared a striking photo of fires and said, "It's terrifying, but I'm so grateful my family is safe." And honestly, isn't that the silver lining in all of this? Material things can be replaced, but your loved ones can't. Yvonne Strahovski, best known for her roles in The Handmaid's Tale and Chuck, faced a nail-biting wait to find out if her home had survived. Located in Malibu, her $7 million property barely escaped the flames, but the devastation in her neighborhood was immense. She shared with her followers, "To all who have checked in on us, thank you, we are safe, and I believe our place made it through again." Can you imagine the mix of relief and guilt she must have felt knowing her house survived while others didn't? It's bittersweet, to say the least. Elizabeth Chambers, actress and entrepreneur, had a terrifying close call. Her Pacific Palisades home, worth an estimated $4.8 million, was in the direct path of the fire. She posted photos of Palisades High School engulfed in flames and urged her followers to gas up your cars and seek shelter. After evacuating, Elizabeth revealed she was staying with her sister, writing, "It's surreal and heartbreaking, but we're safe, and that's what matters." And honestly, isn't that the recurring theme here? When everything's on the line, safety is what counts the most. All right, let's talk about Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, because of course we have to. The couple's $60 million Hidden Hills estate was one of the most talked about properties during the fires, and for good reason. Her home, valued at an eye-watering $60 million, is not just a place of luxury. It's where Kim and her family create memories, raise children, and build empires. As the flames crept closer, Kim's first concern was the safety of her children and the people she loved. The reality of the fire hit home as she shared the evacuation news with her millions of followers. "I'm praying for everyone in the area. Please be safe. Everything else can be rebuilt, but lives cannot," she posted. Despite the fire threatening her home, Kim's voice remained grounded, filled with compassion and care. Now, get this, Kim and Kanye went above and beyond to protect their home. They reportedly hired private firefighters to create a fire break around their property, not just saving their mansion, but also preventing the fire from spreading to neighboring houses. Talk about stepping up, right? But here's where things get even more interesting. This isn't just any estate, it's a minimalist masterpiece they spent years renovating. The home has been featured in Architectural Digest and is practically a work of art. Losing it would have been a monumental blow, but thanks to some quick thinking and deep pockets, it survived unscathed. Kim's home was fortunately spared, but she didn't let that stop her from being a beacon of hope for those less fortunate. She used her immense platform to direct attention to the families who had lost everything, helping to raise millions for fire relief and bringing the world's attention to the devastating toll of the fires. Robin Thicke and his fiancée, April Lovedeary, weren't so lucky. April took to Instagram to share her heartbreak, writing, "Our house is gone. I can't believe it. It's just all gone." And honestly, you can feel the pain in her words. This was the home where they were raising their young children, a space filled with memories and milestones. Robin later posted a heartfelt thank you to the first responders who risked their lives battling the flames, reminding us all of the true heroes in this story. Orlando Bloom shared some jaw-dropping footage of the fires right outside his $9 million Beverly Hills home. And when I say jaw-dropping, I mean it looked like something straight out of a disaster movie. Thankfully, the flames didn't reach his property, but Orlando's post made it clear just how close he came to losing everything. He wrote, "This is terrifying. Praying for everyone's safety." It's moments like these that remind us how unpredictable these fires can be. One gust of wind and everything could have been different. Jamie Lee Curtis may have been one of the lucky ones whose home was spared, but her neighborhood wasn't so fortunate. She shared, "Our beloved neighborhood is gone, our home is safe, but so many others have lost everything." What really hit Jamie hard was the loss of a local church that held deep personal significance. This was the place where she got sober 25 years ago, and she took to social media to honor the countless lives that had been transformed within its walls. Jamie's story is a powerful reminder of how these fires don't just destroy homes, they erase pieces of our history and identity.